What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you back to Clever's Multiverse, and today we are going to do the first type of unboxing that we've done on this channel ever, which is going to be a throwback unboxing. So I just got this Superior Venom for Christmas, and I was thinking to myself, should I open it on the low, just throw it up on the shelf? Should I open it and unbox it? I mean, I was thinking like, damn, this is figure, it's been around for a long time. Are people even interested in this? But I've never seen this figure be unboxed myself. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well just open it up in front of everybody and let's see if we like it. So here we go with the Marvel Legends unboxing of the Superior Venom. Let's go. Okay, here we are with the Marvel Legends Superior Venom. One thing that I can say off rip is that I'm not really sure if it's just because these figures have been held on to for so much longer, but a lot of the joints seem a lot easier to deal with. They don't make you feel like you're gonna pop a leg out or you're gonna bust a kneecap or nothing like that. Like, these joints seem to like bend together the way they were designed to very well. Take a look at these joints. These like seem to pop effortlessly, and that's not something I can say for the newer figures, where they all seem like as soon as you like try to move them, you're gonna break them or you feel like you're doing something wrong. The arm joints give me kind of the same feeling, where it's like they move effortlessly and they click and they bounce back, and it doesn't feel like stiff, or it doesn't want to move at all. It doesn't give me that vibe. Plus, this is 2015. It does have the double jointed elbows. It does have the double jointed knees, and they move effortlessly. So I'm like, wow, they had something right, what, 9 years ago that they have a problem getting right today. I really don't get into the gymnastics of it too much, but this headbend is, I think, something crazy. Look how far down his head goes, and look how far up his head goes. I think that's something different. That doesn't really pop out in every other head sculpt, whether it be Spider-Man or whoever. That's a pretty good range of down and up. I think that's something to be noted. I mean, so yeah, so far I'm not disappointed with this Superior Venom figure. I mean, this is actually a really good look to my whole symbiote collection. And he does come with the Rhino Build-A-Figure piece, which is the right arm. I mean, to be clear, this is the first and only Build-A-Figure piece I have from this entire wave. I mean, if you know anything about this wave, then you know that this wave is severely overpriced. I mean, let's look at the figures that it comes with. So what do we have here? We have, Marvel's Scarlet Spider. Then we have Superior Venom. Then we have, Heroes for Hire, which is that Jessica Drew, White Tiger. Then we have Craven, Ghost Rider, and Chameleon. Come on. If you know anything about Marvel Legends, you know that everybody in this wave costs an arm and a leg. Even the whack ones like Jessica Drew and White Tiger, even if you don't want them, you're going to want to put together Rhino, and that's going to drive the price up. So one thing that I can say is that this Superior Venom figure reminds me of another symbiote figure that I have in my collection, and I'm going to pull them next to each other just to see if they are, a quick repaint, a quick cash grab, or are these different figures altogether? There was no way that I was going to think about this Superior Venom figure without thinking about Lasher. And, Lasher, I had to pull him out the stash and see what's going on with these two guys. And to be honest with you, it's pretty much the same figure. What I can tell, this is pretty much a repaint of the Lasher figure with the exception of the head sculpt. And let's take a look at that really quick. First and foremost, what I can tell you is that this head has the same movement as the Superior Venom. The only thing is that it's not as noticeable because the eyes are so much bigger that it doesn't really make you feel like you get that same perception or the same depth of perception. But it pretty much is the same thing that you can get with the Superior Venom figure, to be honest with you. When it comes down to the tentacles, I have to say these are pretty much the same exact tentacles. I mean, the only thing different about the Lasher tentacles is that they're painted like an olive green. And the Superior Venoms are black. They're the same exact mold, the same exact directions. These are the same tentacles. But to be clear, even though these are basically repaints, with the exception of the head mold, which is 100% different, the eyes are different, the mask is different. I mean, that looks pretty dope. That's really nice. I mean, You know, I don't know if it's, $150, $200 nice, but it is pretty nice. What do I think about these figures in general? I mean, Lasher was a goal from the beginning. It's funny because I kind of remember him being a peg warmer when I first started, and I snatched him up because I knew that I was going to build with my symbiote collection. And then I feel like he kind of grew over time, and people kind of realized, like, whoa, I messed up. I did not get Lasher. I bugged out. I need to get him. And I feel like that's what kind of happened with him. But, Superior Venom is kind of one of the figures that kind of goes under your radar because I wasn't really thinking about him, even though I had seen him a bunch of times. And then my brother popped out with him. And then it was like all of a sudden I was like, whoa, how could I not have this guy in my collection? So it's kind of that same vibe with both of them. You kind of need both of these guys in your collection. I mean, if you're trying to build a Marvel Legends symbiote collection, you're gonna need these guys. And even though they may not be as available as the rest of the figures, these two are go-to figures. So what's the bottom line with the Marvel Legends Superior Venom figure? Well, this is how I feel. If you're not really too in on it and you're like, whatever, I can get away with a couple of symbiotes and I throw them in the front and nobody's gonna know, then yeah, you can get away without having them. But if you're like a really diehard collector and you're trying to get all the symbiotes together and you're really trying to make it pop, I think you should really get the Superior Venom figure. I mean, I love this figure. I didn't pay for him. He was a gift. But trust me, I would have got this guy at a convention or at a Comic-Con, no problem. One thing that I've learned is the fact that double jointed knees and elbows have been around for more than a decade, maybe even a decade and a half ago. So it shouldn't be something brand new that we're only getting with certain figures right now. I can tell you that much. Superior Venom was only released in a couple of issues, so he wasn't really that big of a deal in the comics. But if you want to dig into the nuances and you want to come across other collectors and be like a collector's collector and be like, yo, do you have this guy though? I think this is one of those figures that really add a little bit of nuance to your collection and really make it pop. I think so. And with that being said, I want to thank you for stopping by Clever's Multiverse. I mean, this was the first time I ever tried to do a throwback unboxing, and let me know if this is something that you're interested in seeing. I have a whole bunch of these figures, from back in the days that I haven't even opened up, and I have them on the wall. And if you want to see me open them up, I'm more than happy to do so. So, with that being said, thank you for stopping by. Until next time. Peace.